Hi everyone, I'm Wutang and today we are cooking barbecue grilled and boiled pork spare ribs. This recipe is a super economical way to make incredibly tender, moist ribs in under 2 hours. You may have heard that boiling ribs is sacrilege, but I'm here to tell you that it is absolutely one of the best ways to cook ribs. The only catch to boiling ribs is that once boiled, the texture leaves a lot to be desired. You can easily make up for this by finishing your ribs on the grill or in an oven. In this case, I'm finishing on the grill. To cook these ribs, you'll need a large stock pot and a grill. Gas, charcoal, or wood-fired is fine here. For this recipe, you'll need about a 3 to 4 pound half slab of pork spare ribs. You can use that weight of baby back ribs as well. A half a cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 medium onion diced small, 6 to 8 garlic cloves. Fresh works best, but in this case I'm using some pickled smoked garlic that I picked up. A teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 2 bay leaves, some smokehouse maple seasoning that you'll use as a rub, and 1 to 1.5 cups of your favorite barbecue sauce. Your first step is to fill a large stock pot with 2 to 3 quarts of water. You want just enough water to cover the ribs. Too much is going to dilute the flavor of the stock that you're going to make with the ribs here, so less is more in this case. Place that over high heat on your range. To this pot, add your apple cider vinegar, diced onion, garlic, red pepper flakes, and your bay leaves. Bring this concoction to a boil. While that's heating up, rub your ribs down with a generous portion of your smokehouse maple seasoning. Most of this is going to cook off during the boiling process, but it's important to help flavor the meat. Once your stock pot is at a boil, add the ribs. Reduce heat to a simmer, cover, and cook for 1 hour. Depending on your range, you might need to set your heat settings a little higher than simmer to actually simmer this properly. So once you have it covered, check on the ribs in about 5 to 10 minutes of cooking just to make sure that it's simmering properly. What you're looking for here is enough movement in the stock to indicate a simmer. Bubbling and steam are good signs. After simmering for an hour, remove your ribs and let sit for 5 to 10 minutes. You want this to cool enough to season with a rub again. The leftover stock in the pot can be used to cook beans, lentils, or other legumes, so you can save this if you'd like, but you're done with it for now. Heat your grill to a medium-high heat and lightly rub your ribs with the same smokehouse maple seasoning that we used at the beginning of the recipe. From here on, you need to be extra careful with the ribs as they should be literally falling apart. Place your ribs topside down on the grill. Cook this side for about 5 minutes with the cover down on your grill. Before turning your ribs, it's time to start basting with your barbecue sauce. Rub this side and the edges of the ribs with your basting brush with a generous helping of barbecue sauce. Cook for about 2 more minutes on this side, then flip. Once you've flipped your ribs, brush this side with the rest of your barbecue sauce, adding more if needed. The important part here is to get as much of a coating in barbecue sauce as possible. Generally, cooking barbecue sauce over a fire like this is a big no-no because the sugar content of the sauce makes it very, very easy to burn. This is why we baste the bottom portion of the rib first, as the ribs won't be on the grill much longer past this point. Cook for another 2 to 4 minutes. At this point, your cook is done. Remove the ribs and let them sit for about 10 minutes before serving. Your finished product here are some super tender ribs with an incredibly flavorful, crisp shell of barbecue. Serve these ribs with baked beans, coleslaw, corn on the cob, or your other cookout favorites. Thanks to everybody who watched to the end of this video. Let me know in the comments below how yours turned out and what you served it with. Subscribe to see more, and let me know if there's any recipe you would like to see me make. Thank you again. I am Wutang, and I will see you next time.